Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be how to get your life together for 2019, plan and organize, and even more exciting, this is the first episode in my series, Find Your Fire. Find Your Fire is all about pursuing your goals, finding your passions, and just really taking action. For Self-Care Summer, we talked all about self-care. For Love Your Life, we talked all about how to kind of live your best life and find your passions. This series is a lot more about taking action, and I'm really excited about it. So we're kind of taking it to the next level here. And if you want to go back and have more of mental health discussions, emotional discussions, and some self-care discussions, you can go back to my other series and check them out. This one, I'm so excited for today's video because it's all about getting organized for 2019. And if you are anything like me, you are still trying to get your feet wet, you're still trying to figure everything out for the new year, and you're still trying to kind of tackle your resolutions or the things that you have in mind. It's the end of January. Some of you might already be, checking off the list and you're really working well at your resolutions. And if you are, that's awesome. But if you're anything like me, you're still trying to figure it out. So that's why I'm making this video. If you are not already, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel with notifications turned on so that you never miss a new video from me. I plan on posting a Find Your Fire episode every single Saturday, and you will still be getting Self-Love Sunday videos from me every single Sunday. So you will have 2 new videos from me every weekend. If you hear snoring in the background, that is because Lanka is a snorer. The older he gets, the more he wants to snore. So it's pretty freaking cute. I'm breaking this down into 5 different categories. And if you want to get out a notepad, that's awesome. I would write this down in a notebook because we're going to talk about within these categories what matters to you. Because what matters to me might not matter to you. The 5 different categories are environment, physically, career, financially, and mentally. The first category is environment, and I want to talk about how I'm planning and organizing my environment. I recently watched Marie Kondo's series on Netflix, and I got very inspired to pull everything out of my drawers and reorganize them. So just organizing the house in the way that makes me feel good. And this is something that I continuously have to do throughout the year. It's not something that I do one time and it's all good and that's the only time I ever have to do it. I have to continuously do it. And I work on specific areas of my home. So one day I will just have a 4-hour session of just cleaning out the entire kitchen, reorganizing it, reorganizing cabinets and drawers so that everything's just organized in a way that helps me live my life. And same thing with the bedroom and the drawers. I feel so much better when things are organized, and I know a lot of people feel this way. So if you are somebody whose stress is managed by their environment, this one's really important to pay attention to. And there's lots of different ways that you can write down in your notebook what's the most important and be able to check mark that off. So is it your car that you want to keep more organized this year? Is it your entire house? Is it your workspace, your calendar? What does that look like for you? And kind of just deep dive into that. This is a great way to just figure out what your resolutions for the year are going to be by separating them into categories that are really important. The next category is physically. So if you are writing this down in a notebook, write down physically and start thinking about what physical elements of your life are important for you to work on. For me, it's always remembering to make my bed first thing in the morning. I have a tendency to go into the kitchen, make coffee. I always make my bed in the morning, but it's something that I want to start doing right away. Also, movement is really important to me this year. I have a tendency to really lose track of really getting a good sweat. I love yoga. I could do yoga for hours every single day, but that's not something that's really getting my heart rate up and making me sweat. Alex is so great in inspiring me to go on a run or go to a boot camp class or to go to a Pilates class. He lets me know that, we need to be sweating because that's what's good for us. He is running the LA Marathon, so he always encourages me to do that, and I need to make that change as well in myself. I just need to put my sneakers on and put my workout clothes on and get out there, because every time I do, I feel so much better and I just have more energy in life in general. So that's on my list. Physically, to me, also means going to routine doctor visits, really scheduling them in, paying attention to when they're scheduled, and actually physically going to them. I just lose track of taking care of my personal appointments. So making that a priority for me this year is really important as well. I started doing it at the end of last year a lot better, and I'm bringing that into this year, because as an entrepreneur and a career-focused person, sometimes we just allow our personal appointments to just kind of slide, and I don't want to do that anymore. So write down under physically what is important to you this year in the physical category. Let me know in the comments in each category what they are to you guys, because I really want to see what your resolutions are for this year as well. Category number 3 is career. And this one I love because I love working. It's just something that makes me happy, to be completely honest. And I love when I'm organized in my work. So that means organized inbox for me, making sure I'm getting rid of things that I don't need and flagging the emails that are important. That's something that I've started doing. And now in my inbox, I have a category that is just specifically for flagged conversations and flagged email threads that are the most important. Also, organizing my creative notes. We started using a website where it really does help us. It's called Trello, and it really helps us gauge what we're working on, what we need to be doing. This is not sponsored by Trello, but I would not be opposed to working with them because it is something that we have been using so regularly in our work, because it is just helping us organize everything. Because having such a creative career can be so cool, but it can also just make your mind feel like it's exploding because there's so many things to work on. The next category is financially, and this category potentially might be one of the most important to me this year. I have been so inspired by my finances, which sounds really weird. I just have a new passion for it recently, and it's really interesting once you start learning more about how you want to organize your finances and how you want to make the most out of your money. It just all becomes really interesting, and it becomes something that you want to know more about. Some of the things that I use is the website Mint. I also use an app called Digit. Mint helps me organize when bills are due, what I have coming in, and what's going out. Digit helps me save money. So Digit will put a certain amount of money into your savings account, and then you will transfer it over into your account. Again, nothing sponsored here, just talking about it because it's stuff that I use. So those are 2 apps and websites that I use to help organize my money. So definitely look into different ways to do that. Always be careful when you are looking at websites or apps to help organize your money, and make sure that it is legit. Don't just go out there and kind of sign up for anything. Definitely do your research and find out what works. One thing I would really recommend is to just learn more about your finances. Learn more about your income. Learn more about what is coming in and what really does go out, and really paying attention to that, because you can be saving. And I think a lot of people lose track of the fact that they can really be saving. And that's really why I love Digit, because Digit lets you realize, oh, I can save $2 today and $5 tomorrow and $10 the next day. I am finally debt-free, and that feels so good to say, even with student loans. And that has just been something that I have been so focused on, and I am going to be creating a video all about budgeting and saving and paying off debt. So if you guys would like to see that video, please let me know in the comments so that I know to make it and that I feel the passion to make it, and give this video a thumbs up if that is something that you want to see. My last category is mentally, and this might be the main focus for you this year. For me, the last couple of years mentally was at the forefront of everything that I did. I wanted to really get to a good place emotionally and mentally, and the cool thing is I feel like I am in a really good place there. I feel extremely stable. I feel so much love in my heart, and I feel such a sense of gratitude and joy in my everyday life. It is a general feeling that I have, and it's because I've put the work in over the last couple of years. Now, with that being said, there are new life changes, and there's always going to be a focus on mental health in my life. It's never something that you never just feel stress-free or that you're in a good place always. There's always going to be ups and downs in life. We just got a new puppy, which there's new stresses with that. Obviously, there's so much more joy brought into my life, but there's also new stresses. I'm engaged now, so there's so much more joy in my life because of that. But there's also new stresses like planning a wedding and expectations and all of those things. So as life changes and as we grow as human beings, mental health and emotional health is so important to pay attention to. So for me, going outside, taking walks, taking me time, being there for myself, really analyzing how I'm feeling, recognizing how I'm feeling, taking care of myself is something that I've always done, but this year I need to do on a different level, and that is the level of expectations. There are so many expectations in my life at this moment in time, and I need to be gentle with myself and with the people around me when it comes to expectations. So, all right, that is it for this video. Perfect timing because the gardener just started. I'm gonna go now. I hope you guys loved this video. Please make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please let me know in the comments in each category what you're working on this year, how you're going to plan and organize it, and let me know if you got any inspiration from what I'm going to be doing this year. I love you guys to the moon and back again. I hope you're excited for Find Your Fire. I know I am, and I will see you guys tomorrow for a Self-Love Sunday video. Bye. Yeah. Okay. I think that was the last one. Either he died or he went to another level of relaxation.